Hi everyone, welcome to my Scrappy Cathy channel and thank you for coming back. Today I'm doing Stash Dive Tuesday and I'm using day 8 of 30 days of sketches, which is this one right here that has these strips of paper and then a strip of photos and a line of embellishments and a title down at the bottom. I'm going to follow that fairly closely, except my line of embellishments is going to be Calvinball points instead of, hearts. And I'm going to be adding Calvinball points. I'll kind of go through that list, but I have gone through the list and kind of put everything I'm going to use into this tray. So we'll see how far I get with that. I may or may not go back and check. This is my strip of photos. It's a strip that's a sequence of photos of Ava going through a photo album. She was a fanatic for photo albums. She liked the little plastic photo albums that you can put photos in, and they're safe from little dirty fingers, and she liked sitting down and going through them and showing them to you. So that's what she was doing with Grandpa here, and there are different expressions on each of their faces in the sequence, and I don't think I've ever scrapped these before. They aren't particularly good photos or well lit, and I ran them through a filter, I think called Romantic, in the Prisma app, and that really brightened them up. And it gave them a color scheme that's going to really contrast with this green. So right now, I'm going to just kind of glue the strips down. And I don't think I'm going to do anything any fancier than just gluing them down. I'm not going to distress them or space them any distance apart. I'm going to let the line of embellishments kind of speak for itself. I've just got scraps. That's the prompt from Dottie about Flair for today's sketch in the 30 days. I'm going to go with the smaller strips, kind of working my way inward, and then I'll lay the green on top, and I'll bridge across from the green to one of the other patterns for the photo strip. So I'll do that like that. Okay, and they're kind of uneven, and it's going to become even more uneven as I put that right there. And I'm going to run a couple strips of foam tape on here. And then we'll start piling on points. I'm going to move that over so that I get one line of those scallops. I know those are just waves turned on their side. Okay, so that's basically my design. I want to do a title bit down here, and I'm going to use this stencil for doing a rainbow. And I'm just gonna trace it with this black pen, and then I'm going to set the word home kind of in it. I have already watercolored a stamped image of a duck. The pen is picking up a little of the paint that was under there. And I'm going to put this kind of off to the side. So that it's not even. And then I may color these. If I do, it's going to be at the end of the process. I have satisfied the requirement for using a stencil just by having it there. And I'm going to put this right here, which satisfies the requirement to have a house. So that gets me a point. So now I'm going to take some of the larger elements in here and kind of start stacking them. I'm going to do maybe I'll do this upside down. And I'll save these so I can build my own frame later on. And I'm going to go ahead and put a few, let's see, do I want it maybe out to the side? Let's do that. I am fresh from the doctor's office where he removed gigantic tubes that were in my nostrils that I wasn't aware that I had. I just knew it hurt. So I'm going to put that right there. And that right there. And I will put one of the larger elements on it, kind of over here on top of that frame. In that, and it's going to be this let's see, I'm trying to see if there's any adhesive on the back. I don't think so. I'm going to put this maybe right there. And I want the bottom and the top of the frame to show. The sides certainly will not show. Okay, now I know that I need an elephant, and I'm going to go ahead and put the elephant kind of right here. It's a little bit larger than some of the other elements. I pick normally the smallest sizes I can find of elements that get me points. I'm going to put that right there, and then I'm going to have this pineapple and this tropical leaf kind of over here. Okay. And what I'm trying to do is kind of erase that line where the papers end. Okay, there. And then from that same sticker set that I got from Liz Ketter, I have this cute little hedgehog, and let me maybe put I'll put the hedgehog here, and I'll put some foam behind the camera. And I'll put that piece of flare kind of right here. Okay, and I have a speech bubble which was cut badly, but I could maybe put it right here so that it looks like the hedgehog is saying something. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the cut part so that doesn't show. And there we go. That works out just fine. And what might be kind of cool on there is something goofy like this duck. Actually, I'm thinking the duck could go here over the camera, and I've got a piece of a cut file that I cut off when I used the cut file, and it can go, let me put something large like this tropical leaf, and then it can go underneath there. How about something like that? I don't like that. I'm just going to put it right there and let it kind of arch up. And I'm not going to do much of anything else. Before I go much farther, I need to put this musical note somewhere. And I'm going to put it maybe right there on the speech bubble. Let it look like the hedgehog is singing. And I'm going to stamp this birthday mouse someplace that it would be cute. Where would it be cute? Maybe right there. let's see if it stamps there. If it doesn't, I may have to cut another speech bubble. That gets me the mouse point and the birthday point. Oh, there it is. So the hedgehog is saying happy birthday to the mouse. And I've got this flare that has a squirrel on it, and Ava was known as Baby Squirrel for a while there. So this is for her. I'm going to put it maybe right there, and then I'll sneak this tropical leaf up under there so that it kind of hides that. I don't mind if that shows, but coming this way, I'd like to obscure things as much as possible. I have this ticket that I can kind of hide under here. And I like this green leaf sprig. It's kind of bent. I made it a long time ago and put it with a page kit for a project, and in handling it kind of ended up getting bent a bit. So I kind of like it kind of arching down towards the title there. I have an airplane, which I'm going to put up on a bit of foam. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. That's actually upside down. So let's bring it in right there. And I have a big old red heart that I can put right here. And I have a little tiny heart on this sheet of enamel dots. So I'm going to put that right there, kind of overlapping that one. And I have a cloud with a butterfly on grid paper. So I'm going to put that that gets me 3 points. It's a cloud, it's a butterfly, and it's on grid paper. So I'll put that right there. This is the spider web, and I'm going to put some glue behind it and tuck it in over here under the flare and the hedgehog. Just kind of like that. And that will stick in a minute. I have an arrow. That's made from cork. Let me is that gonna work? Oops, I pulled the end of it off. It sticks so well to my fingers. That it came off. And I'll let it kind of hop up over the duck there. I have silver stars here. I'm going to take a solid one. I have been using the outline ones, but I'm going to take a solid one and put it kind of right here. Just because I'm trying to cover up that seam, and I'm going to bring it down to where it completely hides it. Get that down. Okay, I have some washi tape that has bumblebees, and I'm going to cut one of these bees out of the washi tape and stick it on. I'm not going to get real detailed in cutting this. Now that little heart satisfies my puffy sticker requirement, and it's the only heart I needed, except that I wanted something that big for right there. Okay, let me put this back. Let me see where I can put the bee. I'm going to put the bee right here. And then I am going to go ahead and fill that spot up with sequins and enamel dots. I'm going to do a couple of enamel dots right here. And then I'm just going to put a bunch of sequins right in there. So, in order to get these where I can reach them, where is my little sequin holder? I have lost my little sequin holder. It's probably up on my tray somewhere. What I'm going to do is pour them in here, and I'll make sure I get an avocado there. I'm actually going to do a line of glue there. And I'm going to pour the sequins on, and then I'll make sure an avocado shows up at the top. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna there we go. And let me get an avocado, and I will put the avocado kind of right there. It would have been nice if it had cooperated and sorted itself out on top there, but it didn't. Okay, so I think it's done. I'm not going to go through and check. I am going to do the date and I'm going to get some markers and color in the rainbow. And I'll pick from the colors that we have here. I didn't want to do it in watercolor because I think the ink in my pen would smear with watercolor. But I will stamp the date on probably right there. I'll move that leaf out of the way. And then I will color that. So that's what will be finished when you see it posted on Instagram, which is, if you go to Instagram, I'm Scrappy Kathy Y, if you want to see detail and close-ups. And if you go to Facebook, Scrappy Kathy Y, I usually put most things out there, but I'm usually delayed. I do Instagram first so that I can get the little filters. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you without the big bandage under my nose in the next couple of days. And I think this qualifies for my stash dive. I certainly did a stash dive, albeit with the intent of adding Calvinball points. So I'm happy with that. Bye.